In an overgrown lot a few miles from the capital of Texas sits an old school bus converted into a mobile barbecue grill. It's the brainchild of this man, Dan Parent.
No, did not. Did not come here with that in mind at all. Came here in mind that I was going to go find a good building and put in a bar and grill, actually, to start with. But then literally 3 months of driving around looking at places, getting a car with a real estate guy, and we're driving by looking at buildings, but every time I look out the window, I see another mobile vendor that was not just an average taco truck. There was so much variety that I'm like, wow, you could really do something with this.
In the past few years, Austin has seen an explosion of mobile food vendors. What originally started as a few taco trucks now includes everything from crepes to sushi to cupcakes. In fact, a web search of food trailers in Austin returns with these results. But why such a surge in popularity now?
Now, every corner, there's a lot that says, we will rent to trailers. But back, just a couple of years ago, I was driving around, there was not there weren't, like you basically found out who owned a property and explained that you had a food trailer and that, you wanted to serve food on this lot. And they'll be like, wow, that's okay. Can you do that? People didn't know that this was, you could do this kind of stuff. What's unfortunate is these people, multi-billion dollar, buildings are put up, and, when the economy changes, maybe they're not even finished. They're just sitting there, right? Or parking lots that are supposed to become buildings just end up, sitting there for years, right? And so the urban spaces just sit there stagnant.
So you got to have a place to park these. So people that 5 years ago would never have thought about letting somebody park a food trailer on one of their lots are now begging us to. Because they're still not getting that money to put a building on it, but they're getting paid a monthly rent.
I'm a chef by trade, and I moved here. I used to be the executive chef for Enron, and so when that collapsed, I left the doors like many other people did, and I came to Austin. Originally, I was going to open a breakfast place. It's a dream I've kind of always had, and my original partner had a taco stand, and he was remodeling and was just going to sell it, and so we ended up talking and saying, hey, let's open a taco stand, and kind of the rest is history. So it was a cheap way to get into opening a restaurant, because after working on a business plan and stuff like that, nobody's going to give you money just because you got a good idea. So we basically maxed out our credit cards, took a loan out on my house, and used up all my savings, and here we are. So we'll be able to close this off in the wintertime, and we'll put patio heaters and stuff in here. We got a stage right there to where we can have bands and stuff like that. I just always thought, how cool would it be to kind of have like a trailer park food court? And so we once we found this spot, we had a lot more room that we could do that, and that's what we've done, and it's been really well received. So and now there's probably 4 or 5 places in town that have kind of the same setup. So
we've been in the paper. We've been on almost every blog out there about food. We were in this month's Men's Health magazine, and they went around the country and checked out 178 dishes and named us as one of the top 10 street food vendors in the U.S. So we get attention, we get media coverage.
I think it's important to remember that this is not just a Southern thing. This is not just like trailer trash thing. Like, this is what Americans have been doing since our great grandparents were immigrants and came to our country. That's what America was built on. It was built on wheels, right?
Who doesn't like to go to a market? I know it became the mall as time went on. But
yeah, but originally the mall was a bunch of carts on a street. And so in a way, we're just sort of going back to that.
This type of design, if it can really work with just helping, because it's kind of mobile. It can be temporary. It can come in and it can just help create that sense of people's eyes. We're here. We're here to make it look better. We're here to make the place nicer, give it something unique and creative, and that can help inspire the local area to also become unique and creative. And then when this space wants to become that next thing,
move it somewhere else to where it's needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.